What'd you get?
What did you get?
Kingdom.
Congratulations. And we're
Oh, you
live.
got Tears of the Kingdom? Nice.
Heck yeah, bro.
And we're live. Let's go. There you go.
Yeah.
Session 29. Back. You are.
Now we're just waiting for them to get back.
You're basically at the very bottom of this 2-man. Maybe there's gonna be even a 1-man session where everybody's busy doing their own things and scattered to do their own things, and then eventually the numbers might go different. You know, it is what it is.
Destiny within the hands of the few.
Exactly. Now he gets it.
Now I was gonna say, now you're getting it.
Yes. He may be chosen, but there are so many other individuals who might have been chosen as well.
Look, being chosen tools isn't the highest status. I'm gonna be legit. Like, I choose you, points to Longsword. Longsword smiles.
Yeah. So, session 29. Party scattered, and I got a simple question, because there's not much to talk about, and we can do more D&D that way if I just keep quiet. So, simple question for both of you. Are ready to begin?
Yes.
So, last we left off. There you go. Just gotta make sure that it doesn't blow eardrums. Well, returned back to Alasha. Brett, you got to, have some revelations on your own, as apparently you finally found one living relative of Laura, the girl that you basically saved from the Yellow Marshes. Which at first he was friendly and, warm, but eventually became cold and bitter and angry, shouting at you, profanities and whatnot, claiming that because of your order, many young and old, women and children, boys and men have perished to the order because of some roots, and Tarumak is to blame. As I guess. Oh god, now I forget. I think at the same time, Farron, you went with Chadwick and actually met with the demon, right?
Yes.
Yes, I was like, whoa, wait, is it? No, yes. Well, meanwhile, Farron with Chadwick potentially made another, or not another, but had another encounter with a demon that once they slew personally, now just talking, and potentially got themselves in a deal with the demon to lure the god Empress Inca out of hiding into a trap, and if she is killed and dispatched, you shall receive, or yes, Chadwick will receive more power. Of what and when, that was not told, but when the time comes, you were told to act. Whew. Also, Britt has received the, I guess fed the red sealed dragon Karas, and by doing so also met with a druid that was willing to provide your boy Nathan with some druid training. And technically that's where we left off, as basically within minutes both Nathan and the druid is basically gone. They went outside and you didn't see nowhere else where they went. So can you roll my d2? I'm really curious from which side we're gonna begin. Okay. For Farron, it is Farron's turn. So Farron, potential deal has been made, and you basically were left in Swan Song all alone to basically do what you want. Where would you head, Chadwick, from there?
I believe we are headed down to. Let me grab the list again. We are headed down. Can't read it. It's too small. Hold on. I'll look at the list.
I should need to find the map as well. I lost it again.
I believe it's the Lost Shore. I think was it down there?
Yeah, Lost
open it up
Shore.
fully.
Last Shore, actually, not Lost.
Yeah, Last Shore. Sorry. Those were based off of what you said, and I didn't hear everything perfectly.
Oh boy.
So with that said, though, yeah, Last Shore. I believe that's where we're going now for the last box.
For the last box, okay.
But
So,
I am curious about something.
yes.
That the other items can wait, but one of those items is a travel item that helps with like travel speed. A question: the Mask of Momentum. What does that take to craft? We have quite a bit of jewels, gems on us, a few rare materials here and there. Can I put that together?
No, you
Mm.
you need a metal. You need a forge. You would need some metal. Any would do. And you would need some gem dust. But
All right.
seeing as you
Nothing
don't,
being a problem there, but yeah, but I don't have those at hand. The city's
Yeah.
destroyed. There's no forge here.
yes.
With that said, then I will craft that back at Halash when we get there. For now, we're just gonna head down straight to there.
Okay, roll me a 3d10s as somewhere around this time. It's been, it's 6-ish p.m., 5-ish p.m. for you, right? You've been basically up, going around since the start of the day. You literally woke up today, with god powers from the test. You ventured to Boulder Splitter, aroused the crowd, then you went to Tet, dug under a doghouse to find the first thing. Then you went to Songswa and you discovered that it's been demolished. And now, not even the day's end, you're now going to the Last Shore to acquire yourself an item. Anyway, roll me 2 perceptions with advantage.
Right. Is this just assuming Chadwick's help?
Yes. Also, I have a simple question. Would you be going high or low? Like flying high or low?
We'd be flying low when it comes to high terrain and high when it comes to low terrain. So keeping like if we're going over mountains, when we're going, we're pretty close to the mountaintops. If we're at treetops, we're pretty high above. We don't want to set anything on fire.
Righty. So, I'll discuss how your travels went on foot, but now, for Brit, for your sake, what you're basically on the left is, evening, 5-ish p.m., 6-ish. Nathan basically got woken up by the goblin druid that you recruited, and they ventured out, disappeared, and now you're basically left with, Laura, Arthur, Elena, and Nora. What would you like to do? And of course, the good old Leo as well.
That's a very good question as to what needs to be. Oh, there is one other thing I can do before setting out. That is also something that I could do anyways. Hold on. I'll probably just end up heading downward to, what was it? The Lost Coast. was it? Like, do I know? Would I know how long it would take me to get there?
You can roll me an intelligence check. You don't have the map. So,
Of course I don't. Television.
okay. Let's see how Britt can remember. Can Britt cook in her mind?
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah, just straight intelligence, nothing additional.
Oh, hold on.
What's your
I
modifier?
did that wrong.
Yeah.
I forgot the modifier.
Let's go.
Yeah, no.
Head south. Your main thing is literally just head south.
Yeah.
So.
Probably a better idea to not worry about that. You know, let's go. Let's go for it.
You go for it. Okay. So I have a simple question. You of course have who you're going with, or are you just gonna leave everyone behind?
Well, I was going to fly there, so if anybody wants to join me.
Nora's asleep. Helena doesn't care really. Laura is tired because she basically had several hours of just wandering, and she's basically laying in the bed, semi-tired. Leo seems to be more focused on Arthur's work and completely is devoid of listening to what you said. So technically it's only you, and Nathan is missing, so you know. And Dagger is also... Yeah. Dagger. As much as he trusts you, he doesn't really trust your capabilities of these wings that you just acquired.
Fair enough.
He's willing to travel on foot, but he's doesn't really want to be carried.
Yeah. I guess I'll just go in alone and have everybody do whatever the hell they decided they wanted to do.
For me, I have a simple question. When are you gonna start flying?
I mean, I would imagine I know how long it takes to get out of the area, right? The town.
You guess it would take you like 10-15 minutes to literally just bolt out, and maybe additional 15, and you basically, you know, a bit far away from the southern wall of Halashra.
Probably a good idea to do that.
Hey, can you roll me just a simple D10 then? I do like the fact, even though there's only 2 of you, every other party member is preoccupied basically with their own personal quests, and eventually all their personal quests will be irrelevant.
It's gonna come all back around.
Yeah, literally, because
Exactly.
I have several videos that I have not published that is literally their perspective of what they've been up to, and eventually, they will. Anyway. It's almost funny running when you can, you know, fly several times faster, and you're a lot more energetic and a lot more powerful than you used to be just mere day ago. So what you assume for like a sprint that, you know, would take you, you know, you could keep up like 10 minutes before, you know, you want to stop and, you know, do that. You've basically been running for like good 20 something minutes without even breaking a sweat, really. But yeah, some people, basically, mainly a lot of people, it's slowly but surely winding down at 6 p.m. Still a lot of traffic, a lot of people. Some looks as, you know, they see just this individual running through the street. mainly is checking if there's like a panic or something or whatnot, but no one really cares or minds you.
Yep.
You do literally manage to run within a half an hour to the tree line, which you assume is like almost 2 miles out of the wall, which is like you're fast. And because
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't even break a sweat, you're just like, nice little sprint. But yeah, you're basically in the first tree lines where you have some coverage, so technically you can
For a
fly.
little bit, for just a tiny bit, as she's running right before she does, I would imagine that during that a little bit of downtime, she has now attuned to her boots of haste, and she clicks them
Uh-oh.
to give a nice starting boost of
Ooh.
speed.
Can you just
To
roll me?
fly off.
Can you just roll me a d10?
A what?
A d10 as you're traveling. No, because you're fast. You know. Let's see. Ooh. So, you head south. It's pretty easy to see. You know, you have the sun slowly setting on the west. So you know if you just go, 90-degree angles that way, you basically are going directly south, and then it's just basically going left, or I guess west as far as you need. As you keep flying and flying, all of a sudden, this sense of dread festers in your mind, and you don't really know what, as there are countless of trees, hills, mountainous areas, some, farmland with occasional farm that is, in the middle of nowhere, roads that were made through people walking, just pretty casually. There's this sensation of dread, this sensation of panic, not like incredible, but this subtle, very kind of around, like a feel, like a sensation, like something is, like a cloak is laying on top of you while you're flying in high speeds. And then eventually you see it looking to the west through the natural pine trees that have been there for centuries, decades, or maybe even older. You start to see over the horizon this dead trees, like devoid of life, of leaves, and basically rotten and despoiled of any life for who knows how long. And then when you fly south even further, you realize that you slowly but surely start to see just a black horizon. You all of a sudden no longer see any trees, but you just see the sea of darkness. You realize flying is where you are flying, not really keeping with the sun in what you assume is the best direction, straight south. You all of a sudden, you assume maybe 20, 30 miles away, you see the beginnings of the scorched line. You see the dark horizon, and there is literally nothing there except for the sun that is gonna set maybe within the next hour or so. What would you like to do?
Oh, if I know just a little bit, I'm just going to. Did I come out? Which side of the town did I come out? City did I come out of? The east or the south or what?
You came out of the south. You were in the south city, like south side. So you basically ran out of the gates, found the first like thicker tree line, and essentially flew out. The last, like, what you assume is settlement that has been actively been, not like a place, like, dozens of buildings, but literally any sign of like campfires or houses. It's been like good 5 minutes. Occasionally you fly by a road and a pathway. Occasionally you see horses or other, just signs of civilization, but there's nothing big, or I guess a giant plot that indicates like a massive living place. But yeah, basically looking to the west, you basically see a dark horizon. You're not going directly at it, you're going south. You still can know where to go, but you basically found this angle that you're basically going maybe more
a little
southwest.
Slightly towards it.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be a better chance to. Yeah, we're just gonna go in the path of least resistance and stuff, and just go with the whole. Yeah, just as straight towards the Lost Coast as we can.
Roll me another. Oof. Can you roll me a perception check?
Yep, just a sec. There you go.
How much did you roll?
30.
Can you roll me an insight check? Yes. You see, we've been traveling about 2.5 hours at this point. The sun is already setting, and it is kind of like uncomfortably dark as the sun sets, looking westward. And as you're like thinking about it, flying about it, the familiar feeling, occasionally present, lingering, but you maybe think it's just, just in your head, the whole thing. All of a sudden you feel this presence heighten severely, almost like 4 or even 5 times as intense. As all of a sudden, around you, as you're flying at incredible speeds, you start to hear the wind gawk at you. As you look to your left and to your right, as you're like trying to find the gawkings in the wind, as you bash the wind with your with your speed and your agility, there is flutters of shadow, and through the shadows you see large avian creatures that linger for a few moments, seemingly flying by you and around you, revealing themselves every few seconds, but their cawing is present. You, my good sir, realize that this is the Scar's doing. You don't know how, you do not know why, but you feel that they sense something within you, and the reason why they sense within you is the reason why you can see them. They're not hostile. Do not seek anything of you. You don't even think they're capable of speech or even basic understanding. You seem to be working on pure instinct and genuine curiosity. as every few seconds, every good minute or so, the cawing in the wind echoes as you continue down south. And about, you assume, 4 hours into your journey south, you finally start to see the shore, the distant southern horizon of blue. As you're closing in towards the shore, mile after mile, you no longer hear the cawing, but you feel the sensation, the tugging in your being, some sort of fear, something primordial or primal, instinctual maybe. But eventually that too fades away as you make south. Now, can you roll me just a d8? Let's see where you exactly got yourselves. Oh, shit, okay. So, you realize that you've been flying, as you saw on the maps and you saw that thing. There is a distinct section of where there is lively trees that are full of life and natural order compared to already dead and basically soulless husks. You've been flying through the soulless husk part for a handful of a good 2 hours. But as you make your way basically to the shore, look to your left and to your right for signs of light, signs of civilization. Through the empty, cloudless skies, you can clearly see, if you look to the east, maybe 3-4 miles away, within maybe 10 or so minutes of flying, you see lights, you see fires, you see buildings. Looking around, you really see no other signs of civilization anywhere by the coast. So you assume that the lost coast is there. It is in your vision. So, in this case, I'm gonna pick both of you, Baron and Britt, a number between 1 and 2. Let's see who's gonna go and partake in their little. Yeah. You're gonna be which number?
I'm gonna be 1. Britt,
Okay,
you wanna
Britt
roll
is
this
gonna
one?
be 2. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna roll.
Oh, you go.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
it's
go.
too good. There you go,
Yes, so I
Britt.
guess Britt is continuing her journey then.
Gives you time to eat your pizza.
Yes. Yeah, you can eat your pizza and enjoy this thing. So, the village, the coastal village of Lost Coast is within your eyesight. How would you like to approach?
He's going to land and walk.
For 4 miles.
Oh, no, she's gonna get closer and then.
Okay. So, as you get closer, you realize along the shores there are a lot of canoes and smaller ships that have been in some, disrepair or completely destroyed. Some still good and flipped over, presumably to not get washed into the ocean. Some small huts. The smell of fish guts is prevalent. It is a village of fishing and whatnot. You can see a small port. Nothing too spectacular, but could had a good dozen ships or so. Small, nothing too big. And about 30, 50 houses. I guess, can you roll me just a d12? Let's see if it's good. What are we gonna go with this? Hey, okay, give me a second. Let me just. Oh. So. Oh god, I need to. Oh, it picked up. Okay, so. As you enter the like I guess outskirts of the settlement, there are no walls or patrols or anything. Everything seems to be, just walk in and do whatever. You hear several commotions, not of like violence or anything, but basically people egging each other on to finish off with work. A few shouts, a few yells, nothing out of the ordinary. And the first people you see are basically these stout Goliaths and a handful of humans seemingly um, hauling nets of fish and crates into this like quite decently big warehouse. One dwarf seemingly just kind of overseeing everything, just kind of shouts, not drag the nets too much on the ground so they don't break. Walking by, they clearly just don't really give a shit. They're busy on their own things. But the whole village seems to be just slowly settling down for the evening, for the night. What would you like to do?
So are there reeds nearby?
You can roll me. You know what? What's your passive perception?
Perception?
Yeah.
Perception is a plus 11, so
No, passive perception.
passive perception depends if I took the alert, which I don't think I know I have. So should be 21.
Passive perception is 21.
If it's
It shouldn't be.
plus
It should be. It should be just a 10 plus your wisdom modifier
wisdom modifier,
or intelligence.
but I'm also
You know what?
proficient in perception, right?
You roll me just. You know what? Just roll me a perception check and be done with it.
Well, wisdom's plus 7, so it would be 17 then. If it's just that.
Okay, so you do in fact look around. You do not find you find reeds. They're wild, they grow, they're out, but there's nothing more that you could probably. There's not even enough reeds to hide as a child to hide a seek game. So clear nothing, but you do find something. It also clicks in your mind for a brief moment. You do find an inn, a tavern, or some combination of two called the Shallow Reeds. You all of a sudden realize you did get your what's it called? You did get your second box literally from the place of an establishment that the Minotaur just brought you with the box. So why would not Tarumak just gave out boxes to random inn owners, tavern keepers, and whatnot to just that. But yeah, it's pretty simple. There's this two-story building. There is this wooden carving of a bunch of reeds, and in those reeds, there's just Shallow Reeds as the name.
After she's like, oh, okay. And she's gonna walk towards it. Towards the inn.
Oh yeah, the place is open. The place is mildly packed. You could have like 40 people in here, and there's like 10. You can see in one corner of your of the inn, everything seems to be reserved. Like there's just a simple wooden plate with the word reserved on it on a handful of tables. Some people, like, you see that they're not like scholars or, they're literally just fishermen through and through. Half-orcs, Goliaths, humans, and dwarves. The innkeep, however, is a drow who seems to, out of everybody, who just kind of eyes you for a few moments to see who went in and how to greet them, mainly just notices that you exist and proceed to talk between each other or drink. The drow seems to eye you with suspicion. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yes, I would like to approach the barkeep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The drow is male, maybe in his 30s, 40s, by the looks. Nothing out of the ordinary. Darker skin, glinting amber eyes, seemingly kind of bored, but content with what he's doing. Seems to eye you up and down, trying to figure out what you are, and just kind of asks, "Who you be? Never seen you around here."
I just popping in for a bit. I heard about this place and some urgent business has brought me.
He grabs a mug, starts looking at it, seemingly spots something in it, and starts to clean it with a rug. Ah, you heard about me, or us, or this place. Could you be so kind and tell us from whom?
A well-respected individual, you might know him. And I start describing Tarumak.
You're not gonna say his name, you're just gonna start describing him, right?
No, eventually I just like, oh, but you may know him as Tarumak.
Okay, let me roll a d20, let's see. Yeah, he's like halfway through listening to you, seemingly trying to be self-distracted to not look over focus into you. And then you see his gaze all of a sudden clicks in as if he suddenly realizes what you're speaking of, and then just kind of exhales sharply. Ah, I see. No need for descriptions. I know exactly what you speak of. So you heard about us from him. Very curious. Do you need of our services by chance?
Yes, he would have left a specific box around here for us. Yeah. And I was hoping that I am here to collect on it.
Ah, the lead box. mind I asking where our common acquaintance is? Its whereabouts?
Unfortunately, that's bit difficult to explain.
Oh, he also
To,
lean.
short, long story short, he's in a different dimension in this box. Yeah.
Uh, well, I guess the box is yours. It has been paid for safekeeping, so it takes a few minutes. Looks around, um, and almost nonchalantly, as if looking for a particular glass under the counter, he all of a sudden opens this under the what's it called? Under like the bar stool, under the bar table, I guess. He opens this section, what seems to be the floor, and with a few swift grasps, seemingly looking for something specific in the darkness, he pulls out a simple, the smallest lead box you've seen that would be like a wedding ring. You know, like the box that would like have a wedding ring in it. It is literally just 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches and 2 inches of height. As the drow confidently plops the small little box softly on the counter and looks at you, tapping its fingers around it, and it kind of softly shoves it towards your direction.
She's going to grab the box thing. And she's going to order a drink before leaving.
Well, the drink is not part of the box deal, but if you have the coin, I see why not. Goes and looks back and sees like all the stuff he has to offer, and it's the basic run-the-mill stuff, except for ale, mead, beer, strong and light, fire, water, and water with some questionable looking how to say this, liquors, as you see some of the bottles, seemingly like the rest, have fish in them, but seems to be marinating inside of the bottles. And also you spot like this fine section of this reddish wine, seemingly almost away from the rest of the bottles and kegs.
Say, she's going to point to that. And ask, what's that one?
Which one?
The one that looks the most expensive. The one.
Well, technically the wines look the most expensive.
Or the special looking one.
Oh, the ones with the fish inside of it?
Yeah. He's feeling bold.
The drow just kind of pouts and looks at the thing. It's a sort of local delicacy, if you will. They use fire water, some spices, and a few sardines to essentially marinate the fish. And then they open it, break the glass, eat the marinated fish, and drink the marinated fire water. He seems to said this a handful of times. And you can clearly see that there's some minor gag reflexes he's trying to describe this process. But he keeps it nonchalant, as he probably has said it a handful of times, but probably more visceral response.
She shrugs. It's like, well, win in the Lost Coast. Still don't order that.
So the whole bottle is 5 gold.
Oh, she has it.
You pay it, and he just looks at you almost like you do you type of look, and just ask, if you're gonna consume this here, do you need a plate?
She looks at the bottle.
Well, here's what you realize is you're not getting the fish through the bottleneck. That's what you realize is.
Yeah. Hmm. So it's a smash and drink, huh?
He kind of nods, but he has this cringe-filled smile, like, yeah.
Is it all the way up the neck? The liquid?
No, well, yeah. The liquid is, yeah. And you basically, the bottle that she gives you seems to be consisting of 3 sardines. 2 of them are large, from like from the bottom to the, almost the bottleneck. While one is like smaller, and when you shake it, it just kind of swirls.
Let's say. Take a bowl for the whole thing?
Also, I would advise 2 things. Well, actually, it's 1. Go outside when you're gonna eat it, because I don't want the stench here. And also, if you need to puke, you don't puke on my floor.
Fair enough. So, does she get handed a bowl?
Yeah, you get this like a bowl that you could use as a hat, that big.
Yeah.
And you're
As she
kind of almost like
walks,
pushed. Yeah.
As she walks out the door, how many people are eyeballing her?
Some eye with curiosity, and as you walk by, they kind of chuckle between each other, and you realize it's about you. But then when you walk out, you see like 2 Goliaths. One of them you saw carrying the nets. They also spot you, and almost like instinctually bite their lip and just kind of walk by and just stare at you.
She's going to
passive insight. They want to see you do it.
Oh yeah. And she has every intention of doing so. She's going to open in a way where it's the most. She pops the cork, pours the neck in there, and then she's going to pop the neck off so she can pour the rest of it in.
So, can you roll me performance check? That it's not high, but I want to see you fail.
Performance?
Yeah, I wanna see it, because you're like, I'm gonna try to look at pants.
I don't know. Been a while since I've done a performance. You don't remember what it is, right?
20. Oh god, yeah. So, my good sir, my good Brit, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage? Because the first sensation is you.
During the showboating, she's past doing guidance.
Yeah. But basically, as the mental cork pops and, the liquid is out, it feels slimy and oily on your skin, but also the sensation of burning. And when the wind catches the scent up to your nostrils, ooh, Roll me con save with disadvantage. I want to see. Oh no. Oh my.
Or
Oh
it's going to
no.
be a 16.
I know. You know, you feel the sensation in your hands, the oily mess, and it feels like you have
Oh, wait,
like
hold on. I
tar.
forgot the D4.
A D4, yeah. Come on. Jesus Christ. So, you cork up the bottle, you know, and you feel the slimy thing, you feel like oily that, and you don't even have this sensation of like fire, water, or alcohol until it starts burning your skin. Not like burning, but like it's fucking awful. It feels like it seems to bother your skin, and then you take a whiff and you smell nothing, right? And you think, huh, that's curious. And then as if you take a second whiff to just like trying to uh, see if it really doesn't smell, all of a sudden it just fucking hits you. It smells like sugar. It smells like syrup. And it smells like acid. The first sensation is you feel your eyes are dimming. Your sensation of staying alive and awake fights to just pass out. And then you come back to your senses and you realize that you really want to puke. You're gonna puke. Or you want to puke. What's gonna happen, Brett? Where are you gonna let it out? Oh no. Is Brett here? Is she dead? She's dead.
No. Going to find a bush behind the behind the inn to go and puke up with. Using her speed.
Yeah, you basically, you know, let it out. It's fucking horrific. It's awful. You regret this decision. You had such a fucking wonderful evening up to this point. And then you hear, as you like vomit out, a handful of chuckles at the entrance of the bar and what seems to be a high five as two hands clap. As it takes you a good like half a minute until the smell is still awful, but you can tolerate it. You don't really want to eat this. You don't know how you react when you're eating this. The smell was bad enough. You didn't even drink. The smell was bad enough.
All right, I have protection against. I have immunity. I have protection against poison.
So,
Anyways.
which is gonna be first, drinking it or trying to eat the fish?
Oh, well, no, that's just a paladin thing.
No, I'm asking what you're gonna do, drink or eat the fish?
Regaining her composure. She's going to eat the fish first, then drink the broth.
Okay. Surprisingly enough, the fish is extremely well marinated, and despite what you smelled, it is basically the opposite. It's lightly lemony, and the bone just rips off of sardines, and it's actually very delicious. Like almost like from a natural 1 to a natural 20. But when you try to drink the broth, can you roll me the, you know, just a con save? Okay,
That's
so
5.
you drink a bit and you get this epiphany of this is probably the closest thing of drinking molten lava besides of course drinking molten magma. It is oily, it is coaty, it feels like there's dozens of bony spikes singeing your skin, your throat, and you do not feel nice. You can drink you can drink more of it, but it's not nice, it's not good.
Yeah, she's going to like. She is going to just out of like real knowing that it's the fish that's the part that's eating. She's just going to give him another show, and she's going to pinwheel her rotate her arms faster and faster and faster, and then she's just going to
No.
eat it.
No.
No, she's going to just yeet it out into the sea.
Oh,
See how
yeah.
far she can
Oh.
go.
Oh. I was about to say, oh my god, if you're gonna just drink it all down. Ooh.
Nope, she's just going to yeet.
Can you just roll me a strength saving throw?
Saving throw?
Not strength saving throw, just a strength check. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's pump that.
Ooh.
27.
Ooh. As you know, there's about like 300 feet to the ocean from where you are. The pathways are basically this mixture of sand and mainly dirt. You know, well walked. There's nothing really that. You literally position yourself and just chuck the ball into the ocean. And there's an epiphany that happens as you see the bottle fly, but you see it pick up speed as seconds pass, and somewhere around the third second you hear a loud pop as you see the bottle all of a sudden shatters somewhere 150 feet away and about like 40-60 feet above ground. You see the ball shatter and just becomes this dozen fragment pieces of glass that just fucking go off into the ocean, just splatter randomly.
She. Alright, and now the next question is who's eyeballing that? Who was eyeballing that show?
Literally, as you look around, you see the two Goliaths that were at the beginning of this whole adventure outside have been. You see them enter the bar and completely just kind of were in and just completely didn't even saw it. You basically see a tired half-orc that seemed to be eyeing while walking by you, your throw, and when you look back to see, he just shrugs and says, 8 out of 10. Continues walking down the inn. Seemingly unimpressed.
Yep. She's gonna like. It's like. Tough crowd. I like it here. She's going to poke her head back into the inn, give a big old thumbs up, and just leave the thing. And then she's gonna show up a little bit more.
Gonna do what now?
She on her. No, she's just going to. Did we ever establish that if her wings are constant or if they come in and out as she decides to fly?
They don't even come in and out. They just appear as this skeleton thing. They don't flap. They just
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, she's just going to get the wings out, start hovering, cast daylight on the wings, and then just shoot up and go back.
You're gonna cast daylight on the wings?
Yeah, for a little bit of heavenly glow.
Oh my fucking god. Can you roll me a two d10s? Flashbang, literally. Oh god, okay. So, Farron, my boy.
What was that for?
I'm not telling you until it's too late, and it's already too. So don't worry about it. 5 to 10. Oh wow, so that's pretty good. So, Farron, my boy. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
You
Hello.
ignore me?
Hello. Hello.
Fucking.
I'm just kidding. Of course I can hear you.
For toying with me. We've had
Yeah.
enough technical problems today. Would you let off?
Yes, Mr. Owl. How funny it is when I fuck with people's levels. Very funny. Mm.
Bruh, I don't think you believe level 20 was a real thing.
That's why I'm happy when everybody's level 20. There's no more change. I can do my stuff.
You better just put us there then. Jokes aside. Yeah, so I did roll those d10s and those perception checks. Do you want to go back to that?
No, I've seen them. I've seen them. Don't worry about it.
Got it.
So. For a good hour of your journey, you fly.
Zoom.
Yes, you zoom. You zoom, and then all of a sudden you realize that all of a sudden there is a very good, like, you realize how high you are technically, as over the horizon you see basically ending. There's nothing there for a good minute. Like, there's just sky, and then as you fly over the edge you realize there is this mountain range that is about a mile and a half like in height, that you're at the very bottom, that you need to descend. And the other thing that you realize is these mountainous areas where you look to the west and you see there's this, what you assume is a makeshift path that was made for people to travel, like a road that basically is a straight line from upper, like, from where you come, essentially, to the plains. You realize a lot of these mountainous areas has harpies in them. They seem to be nesting, sleeping. Some of them are hiding and observing you. That's for you to see. And you realize that none of them are trying to pick a fight with you.
So we can just chill and go by without any danger?
Unless you want to cause some danger, smiley face.
Alright, wait, okay, how many of them are there?
Looking around, because you rolled pretty fucking high with a 34.
Yay.
Yes. You can count over the span of several miles. You can assume that there's probably, like, this mountain range in total that has like over 1,000 harpies, right? And we're talking, and not like actively able to fight you, but more like seeing how they disposed, how they looking, and how what. I mean, if you pick a 5 with them, there might be like 100, 200 will try to show up. Realizing that they get their ass kicked, well, they would probably flee after the first 50 or so.
I would love to beat these things into living pulps, as my inner glory hunting paladin would say, but I did make a promise not to get into unnecessary fights. So, unfortunately, I continue on. Unless I see something shiny.
No, you don't see anything shiny.
Then we move on.
Not even with the 34 you saw something shiny. You don't need to roll anything. I got everything that needs to.
Yeah, no, I'm just poking fun at Brit.
So, remember the ring.
Yes. Is it lighting up?
It is not lighting up for a few moments as you've been descending. You know, descend takes like 10 minutes, and you know you're flying several hundred feet above the tree lines, and it's pretty nice and calm. All of a sudden, you feel your hand feels numb for a brief second. Your entire arm just gives out for a brief second, and all of a sudden, it just springs back to life, and you feel this vibration around one of your fingers. You look at it, and you
Is
see
it the kill yourself ring, or is it the Tarumak ring?
it is the clears. It is the ring of yeah. It is
Low
the
tier god.
the Canadian ring. The
The
Canadian.
Canadian healthcare.
Yeah.
Okay, the one from the second vigilant, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, actually, if I remember correctly, he wanted us to get to this place, because there's one of his vaults here. So actually, I said I wouldn't get into any unnecessary conflicts, but I've already told Britt I was going to go hunt this thing down. So,
So
I see if, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the vibrations to get stronger.
Roll me a perception check and an insight check. You're gonna have advantage.
Got it.
Chadwick.
Chadwick, my bro, got my back 100% of the way. Alright, this is...
Oh my
And
fucking
then,
god. Okay, so I have a simple question.
and then-
Are you just gonna fight? If you're gonna go down, you're gonna just fight this creature? Oh god.
I'm gonna be honest, if that's where the quest lies. Like, okay, what type of creature is this again? Just to make sure
you don't know. I'm just saying. Just gonna.
Okay, it's just a creature.
Yeah.
Got it.
What you realize though, you know, you realize as you descend, it is getting closer as you're going south. You feel the sensation, the vibrations. You can understand that it's basically almost like a compass, and the vibration becomes more centered and more, I guess, you know, more sharp in a specific direction. And it takes you about 20 minutes of just traversing south and occasionally diverting course to see where the ring is actually trying to take you. You basically come across just simple forests, as there's forests as far as the eye can see where you are. There are, like, you know, hills. Some 30, 40, 50, occasionally up to 100 feet tall, you know. It's natural formations of the earth. And then all of a sudden, as if 180, you fly by one of, like, this 80-foot hill with a bunch of trees and grove. The ring just does a 180 and it snaps backwards. As you realize, in this hill, in this mountain, like this decent sized mountain, there's something there. Potentially the vault that you see.
Okay, I have a quick question here. I didn't get the chance to ask this earlier, but I should have.
Huh?
Now that I am a divine creature and I have a strength of 40, my punches, do they follow the new punch calculation?
New punch
It's been
No. That trait that you received was from Io itself. It wasn't from anything else. That was Io. That was
that was Io drugs.
Yeah. Listen, that's the same reason why you are actually have 10 levels of barbarian, because you have Tarumak.
Yeah, that's my traits. Yep, makes sense. All good. With that said, yeah, we're just gonna go straight for it.
Roll me investigation check with advantage.
Alright, investigation. Alright, my investigation is That is a 26 on the investigation.
Oh! Be still, my heart. Holy shit. And, so, takes you a good handful of minutes, and actually, you do, in fact, for a few moments you thought you just spotted the cave at the very basis, right? But as you enter the cave, you realize that it's a structure. There is dark stone walls and floors that were covered by moss and grass and all the outside elements, but it is man-made structure. It is very, very obvious that it's man-made.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is like looking at it closer. Like, is there an obvious key to it? Do I get up close and the ring has some reaction, or am I gonna have to force
No.
this thing open?
There's a hallway. I didn't say you
Oh.
did anything. I just
expected like an actual vault, like sealed. All right, if there's a
No.
hallway, then I will just do divine sense before anything else.
This whole thing reeks of undeath.
Lovely. That means we have permission to murder anything in here.
Permission to murder everything from here.
Restraint removed. And with Chadwick, I will go in deeper.
So, okay, I need to change.
That's what he said.
Oh god, give me a second. I need to change music now. Fuck, I forgot the...
To go deeper with Chadwick, that's specifically what that Dragonborn lady said.
Oh no.
Get some help.
Give me a second. I need to remember which was the... See, can I find this? Oh yeah. Found the proper soundtrack. Give me a second. I just wanna see if I can find a longer version. Because I had it, but I don't know. Oh, maybe? There you go. Let's hope this one is the long version, the proper version of what I'm seeking. There you go.
Let's see. But don't you dare. Thank you.
So, the picking up nice.
Ooh.
Yes. So, can you roll me a religion check and an insight check?
I sure can. Insight first. But remember quickly, this is ace. Alright, just double checking. Alright. Insight of 26 and a religion check. Oh. A religion check
Jesus.
of also 26.
Okay. So, you know that the Centaur is a centuries-old order. So it's only obvious to assume that there have been many places that were, off Centaur but not officially placed on any map. For secrecy, for specific personal reasons, or maybe a combination of both. You realize that there is this place is a mountain that has been hauled out, like a small mountain hauled out. You don't know how long or when, but it is.
My dwarf senses are tingling.
Yes, it is of the Centus Order. You realize something, that it is accommodations for almost like a small armory or even a hall. There, as you finish walking down the hallway, you find what you would assume would be two massive doors, right? That will lead into this grander hall, almost like in Tanis, where people would gather, have discussions, or ceremonies, whatnot. But it's for 60, 70 people, small. For a good 10 or so minutes, you realize that this is a 3-floor building. As you're at the main floor or the lowest floor, and there are like uh, places for beddings, kitchens for food, places for training, and even what you assume are, pews for some gods, and even a library. There's no buildings, everything has basically been torn and taken away, but the way how it's built, the way it's basically looks, you almost can look at Tannis and be like, okay, this is literally this room but just smaller, this is literally this room but just smaller. So you basically almost get nostalgic as you look at essentially a smaller version of the Tannis Sentis Order's fort, but it's in this nice overgrown rock with literally no entrance and I guess free for usage. And despite how long it's been in this place, decades, centuries, it just looks pristine. The handiwork, the craftsmanship of whoever built this stands up and it doesn't seem to budge or whatnot. The ring, however, does budge, does move, does flicker. There is a more intense sensation, a stinging pain. What at the beginning was like a tug, sensation, a pull. It's almost like a needle that is like prodding you in a specific direction. It does not take you for a long while to figure out that essentially at the end of the main hall where the Grand Master or the high paladins would stand and declare something to their initiatives or just normal paladins, the sensation sends you somewhere beneath the floorboards, and not floorboards but like stone boards or just stone.
Can I
Yes, I know exactly what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You immediately find like a small crack, not crack, but like this very obvious slit that some air seems to pass by, and with your 40 strength and help of
can I make the
Chadwick.
athletics check just for flex?
Jesus fucking okay. It's either you succeed.
I know I could pass it.
Yeah, you're
but
like, let me flex it.
let me look. This is probably gonna be my highest check yet, so just let me have.
Oh, Jesus fucking. Oh.
Bloody hell.
For the first time ever, concentrating, Theron, there's a personal experience in your mind at the moment where you realize you never understood. You always heard, but you never understood how powerful Trugmar is to kill dragons with its bare hands. And when you pulled out this, piece of stone with almost like, that is like, you assume the weight of your own person. You would need to pick it open to get down, but you literally grabbed the slit and slowly pulled up. You realize something. The sheer amount of force that you produce, your fingers literally form into the stone and leave prints on it. You literally have now a stone that is about 3 feet long, about 2 feet wide, and weighs about 500 pounds, that has your hand finger markings and a good half-inch of your actual finger in the actual stone.
He smirks as he looks over at Chadwick and puts it down to the side, and we go deeper.
So, to put it simply, you find yourself to a stone, like a clearing, a wide clearing, that seems to be like a stairway, just a normal L-shaped stairway that seems to be going. It goes down and down and down. The stone, the thudding of it echoes through the tower you descend. fuck, I forgot the name. The dust kicks up. Nothing too serious, and eventually you land at the very base, at the very bottom. As soon as you do, you immediately can spot that there are several torches that have been extinguished and basically left. Your first instinct is, to go light it up and see what's, to get the full picture of this hallway. But you take up to 10 feet to it, and all of a sudden the torches flicker up in green flame. With passive perception, a bunch of torches flicker out, and a hallway is revealed to yourself. And there's about a 90 feet this walkway, and seems to take a sharp left. As soon as you hear the flickering of torches end, with your passive perception, you seem to hear chains slightly rattle at the end of the corridor that is beyond your sight, because it takes the L shape to your left.
Alright then. Then seeing this, I divine sense once more, just to see this concentration pointing in that direction.
It is, there's no concentration. It's all heavily littered. Like moss growing on walls and floor and walls and everything in between. Yep. It's everywhere. Yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna keep a sharp eye on things, of course, but we're gonna move forward a bit more steady and slow, prepared pace for ambushes or etc. I don't think it's going to happen, but just in case, yeah. As we get closer to this turn.
So, oh shit, I do actually find exactly what I was looking for. So, as you turn the corner, you basically see a same familiar hallway that you've been. It's black, gray stone, everything orderly and nice. But the end, as you go to your left, you turn to your left, you see two things that are out of the ordinary in this scene. The hallway seems to continue for 120 feet. Somewhere 60 feet halfway through this hallway to your left seems to be a massive wooden metal door, and at the end of the hallway there seems to be some sort of shade, some sort of ghost, some sort of entity, incorporeal. Can't even spell. Give me a second. Where is it? Where is it? Why can I not find it? Oh, there you go. Hold up a second. But yeah, basically you just see a shade, greenish, foggish, seemingly tied to the wall and bound by countless chains, seemingly slightly ever so moving, and you can hear the chains echo. There you go.
Does it seem to be trapped there, or has it kind of wheeled itself?
Are you gonna approach it, or are you just gonna try to see its reaction?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look if it's actually like safely secure there, and we're not gonna get jumped. And if I believe it's safely, I'm gonna get closer and try to keep out of range of where the chains will
It occasionally twitches. The chains around its ghostly mass seem to occasionally twitch and flicker, and that's what causes the sound of, the chains rattle. But it doesn't seem to be moving. You don't even know if it's conscious or sentient. It doesn't seem to be seeing you, eyeing you at all. It just seems to be there.
Alright, then it's time to introduce myself. Morning, laddie.
How far away are you from him when you say that?
it depends how far can the chains let him go. That's what I'm paying attention to. I'm trying to stay out of range of the chains, basically.
The way the chains look, they seem to be maybe 10, 15 feet tops. They're very much
Yeah, so we
bound to
sit
the
like
wall.
30 feet away.
Yeah.
30 feet away.
Uh-huh.
Weapons ready, but yeah.
Yeah.
That it?
All of a sudden, the chains crackle, and you hear this gasp of air. All of a sudden, the thing looks at you, bound and saddened, and it looks back at the ground again.
It's like you had a rough couple of... I look around. How old does this place look like?
You predicted before, could have been decades, could have been centuries.
Yeah, well, I guess how long you been here. Alright, laddie. That strokes his beard. No. I kind of raise my hand with the ring on it. Any idea what this is doing?
It looks at you. It seems to look at your ring, your hand, and as soon it looks at you for a few seconds before its head and neck just swivels down again, looking downwards.
Oh. Feeling introverted today. Kind of. Can I roll an insight check on this boyo?
Roll me an insight check.
With looking at him.
Sure.
I feel like there's more going on here than I. He's that's gonna be a. Kind of take a moment and look at this, and. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, I see that. It looks tired, exhausted. You don't even know that the spirit could be like that. It looks defeated. It's not looking down because it's trying to hide something or trying to give you a false sense of security. It just genuinely looks like it's given up.
And divine sense, is this creature like clearly evil?
There is immense aura in the chains, in the bindings of undeath and fiend intertwined, but somewhere beyond it, within its chest, neck, and what you assume is lower jaw, has this celestial aura. You almost get the sensation of the being slowly but surely getting snuffed out, suffocated.
What's a celestial doing down here? Under fiend magic. If it's celestial, sorry, go.
No angel. I am mortal.
He looks down at like the wispiness of his form towards the bottom of the ground. Not looking very mortal to me.
My spirit endures all, even treachery.
How many chains is locking him up right now?
There is a good amalgamation of chains, but you realize there are at least 7 that have seemingly bound him to the actual wall and ceiling. And there's also what seems to be like a harness that all the chains are connected to. You don't really know if it's part of his being or it's another thing placed on top of him as a spirit.
Mm. You're not looking too good, fella. And he strokes his beard once more, and it's very clear that these chains are like what's sapping his strength away.
Yes.
I am, and they're exactly the same to each other. There's not one that's a certain type of magic, another one that's different. It's all
No,
just
it's almost like base base undeath, almost heightened by fiendish, and like Thorn seemingly just like, yeah. Imagine if you tossed, you know, like, you know, a piece of cloth in like a rose bush. That type of deal, just intertwine and seemingly just slow but surely making their way in to the cloth.
Alright, then I am gonna take my hammer, right? Actually, Chadwick has a reach weapon. Chadwick's going to take his weapon, and he's gonna cut one of the chains.
Well, you don't really need to roll anything, as you have ample of time and you're not in trouble. So as soon as, you know, one swing happens, there is this sensation of pulling. It's not like a normal metal chain. Something is keeping it at bay, but as soon as more force applied to the swing, the chain gives in and snaps. And the chain that is keeping to the wall just kind of dangles to the ground, but the one that was snapped to the ghost, the dead side, that just basically starts burning up like this greenish candle, and within like few seconds the entire chain basically burns up and disappears.
Got it.
The ghost, with your sense, doesn't seem it's reacting to it as much, but you clearly see that one horn has been pulled out, but there are many more still there.
Why were you put in here?
I was charged protect the vault. I did betrayal.
I look around, like on the walls. Is there any writing on these walls? Anything?
No, but what you passed by was a door. Like this metal bound door that seems to go to another room.
What happens if I go into that room back there? Kind of jerk my head back.
My beloved traitor, other side, skulking in madness.
You think you could talk down the lassie?
One way to freedom, death.
Why'd you betray it? Betray your duty? And like with that statement though, I realized that he's not gonna suddenly just have a burst of strength. I'm gonna have Chadwick cut one more.
I was tasked by 7th Vigilant to guard treasures of past lives. All of a sudden, as the chain snaps, almost this newfound strength can be sensed within his voice. Me, a few others, guarding secrets, knowledge, a key, salvation against an apocalypse. I failed my duty, failed my beloved.
Can't promise you to undo your mistakes, but Tarumak has sent me on a rather similar mission. Feel like lending a hand.
Persuasion check. I like
In
the
question, yeah, I still have the ring Tarumak gave me a while ago, right?
Oh god, which one?
Alright. I was given a ring as a gift from Tarumak a while ago, and then I got a second ring from a vigilant. A good just during the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah. I know.
Okay,
The ring,
I'm gonna
ring
put
from
that one.
Tarumak. I think it was given to you when exactly? Because
It was either I can't remember if it was during the beginning of session 0 or during the end of our private session 0 when he saved me in the cave.
Oh yeah, it was the cave one.
I am gonna show that one up as kind of a further of evidence, but aside for that, Chadwick. I'm the one making the speaking here, so just be helping me. Not the most persuasive dude, but let's hope he believes me. Let's see.
There's sadness, skulking, a bit of easiness from the pain that he was relieved from, but there's plenty of pain more. It looks at you back with determination, no longer laying its head back to his chest. Free me. I wish to travel to the halls of Pharasma with my beloved. I shall aid you in that endeavor as a recompense.
I'm gonna insight check. Gonna have Chadwick give me insight check that just to make sure this is, it sounds convincing. I'm pretty convinced at this point, but I'm also kind of an idiot, so we're gonna double check.
Double check. Did you roll?
29.
I mean, what are you gonna say? He's trustworthy. He's not gonna.
All right, and then with that, I would have almost like a show of strength. Like I get off of Chadwick, right, and I just the hammer, there, and I just with one swing snap the rest of the chains, as I don't think any of these chains will bind a hit from a hammer.
No. So with a singular swing, most of the chains go and crack and basically loose, and basically his entire chest and his entire area burns in necromantic fire. For a few seconds, his entire soul is just necromantic fire, and it just keeps staying there until the necromantic fire fades out, sizzles out, as the shade, as if being actually immortal, just drops on the ground and takes a heave, as if breathing for the first time in a very long time. That is
Well done, laddie.
your name, young one.
I am Farron, chosen of Tarumak and chosen of Tarumak.
He all of a sudden stands up. Seemingly, if he has no lower body, but as soon as he does the motion, shadows swirl around him, clanging of heavy black metal rings through your ears, and before you, 8-foot tall humanoid figure stands proudly with a massive greatsword that is almost as long as Chadwick and clearly longer than well, you.
It's supersized equipment.
As
Oh boy,
as it says, I am Agathos, the first vigilant, friend of your master, and a failure to the disorder. He pulls out his blade.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, come on.
Alright. The second vigilant sent me your way. Though he's passed.
It has been traumatic several centuries. A lot of has transpired. I've been chained for too long, but no more. As he grabs his great sword and checks it for dents, clearly not. He proceeds to just walk by you. And even there's few notions that he's gonna step on you or just walk, not on you, but on your boots or whatnot. His entire body just passes through you as if made of shadow. And then he walks the corridor back to the gate. To the massive door. He puts the greatsword by it, leaning against it. He seems to check his gauntlets, strapping them close, seemingly having second thoughts about it. Then seems to be reinvigorated for a moment and looks at you. I've been chained down here for over 37 years. I do not detest your strength, dwarf, nor of your companion. But is this truly everything you have to muster?
It is everything we can muster at this moment. Unfortunately, the time for safety is over.
Demons abound. I can sense them. Oh boy.
He slams his fist into his palm. It cracks his neck. Are you ready to reclaim your worth?
Oh god. Oh, I gotta feel bad. this is
And
gonna,
with that,
what?
No,
I don't.
that
Yeah.
Go on. Sorry, go on before I cut you off again.
Yeah, just talk, cause I'm doing something in the background that's gonna be very necessary.
Got it. Question.
Yes.
This guy, does he seem to have any mythic power about him? Is he just a man? Is he
Well, he said that he was mortal, and you're like, no, lol, you're not. And then he literally now is just a creature of armor and shadow, and you're like, You can roll me a religion check.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, I think you can do that. Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm physically unable to. Sorry about that. Technical issues. Oh, that was 2 pluses. So we're good.
Second.
35 on the religion check.
35. Holy shit.
I'm a very religious man.
Apparently, holy shit. Give me a second. Yeah, let's see. Gonna do this. There you go. So, you, my good sir, are basically realizing you know who Agator is. You realize just now. Agator is or used to be a grandmaster of the Sentinels Order. He used to be at the very top once. He has his own small shrine in Olash. He has been venerated as a hero, and his main thing that he was never recovered because he was slain by demons. You didn't really ask of it. It was really trivial knowledge. It was literally before you even were, president or of any matter. So it wasn't really for you to question it. Is he a god? Is he something godly? Perhaps. He does not have any. He doesn't possess anything that would say that he is a god. Like he doesn't.
I don't mean like literally. Like, is he like a spiritual god? I mean, does he have any mythic power about him? Very.
Oh, you would not fucking know about that. You would not. You would not have a hint of it. I mean,
I asked that because I was half tempted just to. I know that Mythic Force can at least give Mythic level 1 to someone, so I was half tempted just to bless him. But I don't know if I have the power capable of doing such. Like, I don't know if he's at no Mythic levels. Can I reinvigorate him with some Mythic power?
bold is what I would say. Holy shit.
Can I reinvigorate him with some Mythic power, even if he doesn't technically need it? I feel like it's me, him, and Chadwick. We need everything at our disposal.
First of all, you don't even know if you can do such a thing. But I like the.
Want me to make a religion check? It's my specialty.
No, I can immediately tell you, you're not gonna acquire anything good out of this. Ay, ay, ay. Man, this is kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm making a little. Hold up.
No, don't worry. I know you're spicing things up at the moment.
Yes.
So let's see.
Oh boy.
As we're just like chilling out, preparing our armors, making sure everything's just proper for battle.
Uh-huh.
I look to him and say, "Hey, what do you think our chances are?"
You asking who?
The Agathar. Sorry,
He
pronouncing that
seems
wrong.
he seems to be just fully focused on the actual door, and he doesn't seem to be interested in having a conversation with you at the moment.
He's ready.
Funny. Oh boy. So how do I describe this? It makes some sense. How do I describe this situation to you? That would make some sense.
Good question.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage 3 times now?
Prize? Yes, I
Nice.
Let's see. Though one, I will make a prayer before we go into actual battle. I'll make these saves regardless. A prayer, just like one of the classic prayers of strength from Trugmore, as I'm about to go into an epic battle.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Give
Alright,
me a second.
with
I
that said,
just need to find something. Give me a second. Oh boy. Brett, I
alright,
feel
a 25, 22, and a 19.
you know what's the best part? While you're gonna have this fucking showdown of 1v1, Brett is just somewhere like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat this fucking drink this fucked up liquid. Sounds yummy. Oh man, the
Sounds yummy.
duel.
Baron, we have to prepare for a fight. They're not gonna take us all down.
Oh god, that's
Brit, hey, you want to see how
And-
fast I can drink this can of sardines?
literally just unironically. That's how it do be like that sometimes. Hey,
Really,
give
I'd
me a
rather
s-
be drinking sardines, to be honest.
okay, let's see. Oh boy, let's see. I am gonna put this thing here. There you go.
Oh, should I open up roll 20?
Yes, you will.
Oh boy, boys, here we go. Ready for some class A violence?
Oh boy. Oh man, I really feel bad for you.
Oh, Christ. This is gonna be one hell of a fight, boys. This might be it. But if this is how I die in battle, so be it.
This is
Um,
If this is how you die, it'll be cringe.
How dare you?
okay. Let's see.
You do realize that means
Remember-
we'll have to go all the frickin' way back over there and retrieve your damn corpse in boxes.
Don't worry, I don't intend on losing.
Remember, son, dying is
Dying
gay.
is gay.
Yes, father. Dun 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 dun.
Oh
Oh,
god.
this is the wrong one. Oopsie, this is Land of Silver Skies. I need to get to the other ones.
Yes. So,
Here we go.
I'm gonna make sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So. Ooh, fuck me.
Domino.
Why I should have called this fucking session Parents Gamble 2.0. You really fucked up.
Parents get- Oh boy, here we go.
So,
Actually, if we're doing that, I am gonna say one thing.
huh?
Normally I'm a big fan of immediately casting haste and so on like that, but actually, we're gonna be raging instead of concentrating on a spell this time.
Before you continue that, so
Oh boy.
the great sword gets off the door, and for the briefest of moments, there's this contempt as all of a sudden, Agator extends his hand towards the door, and something cracks as several invisible chains seem to roll out and just become free. As all of a sudden the clad of metal grinds, and then the smell of the purest extent of death blows into the hallway that you're in. The lights flicker and start to dim. As you open the door, beyond is this grayish, what's it called? This grayish tile. You do not see the ceilings, the floors. Well, you see the floor, you see the ceiling, but not that very much. And you see the walls, but only to a certain point before it just goes to shadow. You both enter, and all of a sudden, a cracking sound locks you out from the outside. Baron, there's no way out.
This is it.
On the other side of this, there are two creatures in metallic armors, sitting, patiently waiting. One is a 9-foot tall creature with even a greater sword, waiting, eyeing at the door. The other, slimmer figure, about 6.5 foot tall, also with a long blade. So, Darren,
Yes.
you feel death pulling upon your mind. Actual death. But for the briefest of moments, as your conscience wants to fail you and throw you into fear, you stand firm. This is what you are. This is the glory you seek. This is the culmination of all of it. You know, if you leave out of this place alive, alone or with Chadwick, or even with Editor, you have fulfilled your oath to the fullest, and no one, not a singular god, could challenge you to that claim. As the creature, the taller one, with a massive great sword, exhales, draws its greatsword and starts to just walk closer to you, with its greatsword dragging very nicely behind. It just goes, "Ah, my beloved. It's good to see you finally made of those chains I made for you. How long has it been here since you sealed me off?" Agator seems to be fully patiently listening to her, not saying anything, not doing anything, but waiting. And you realize that his form slightly grows and becomes a bit larger. The other creature to the side all of a sudden starts to walk to the side away, seemingly not eyeing you. Not the first vigilant, eyeing you, Farron, or Chadwick, or both. His blade is drawn. He's walking in the semi-squat, and you hear this cackle. Agator looks at both of you as he starts making his own way, and he just pronounces simply, "Best of luck. You take the one on the right."
With that, I take a breath for a moment, realizing the situation has passed. I like my immediate danger, as I'll flop that on in a second. Take a small breath, calm myself for a moment, and I cast freedom of movement on myself, which transfers to Chadwick as well.
Are you gonna take Chadwick as well?
The eyes go red.
Do you know?
Yeah, because basically freedom. Yes, I am taking Chadwick. I just don't want to move both tokens each time I move. So if we get separated, I'll put him on the board correctly.
Sure.
But for now, he's sitting in the corner.
So, with that being said, two beings are walking there while this being seems to be almost out of mockery or some other motive, seeming to just squat down and just bellow out. Do you know Abyssal?
Bastard.
Do you know
I don't think I do.
No.
No.
Okay. In that case, my good sir.
But I do know the middle finger symbol.
Yeah, your point middle
raise it up.
finger. Ooh. Give me a second. I need to find one of the endgame soundtracks. Give me a second.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Also.
Yes.
Actually, let's see. No, keep going. Sorry. I think.
No. I'm looking at the moment for the soundtrack. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is the right one. Oh yes. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's have a little bit of sex in our theme. Let's go.
Oh, bro.
Oh yeah. Okay. I would like you to roll initiative because you are in an untold encounter. Let's go.
Got it. This is gonna be fun, boys. Is it fair to say that my initiative counts as Chadwick's for simplicity's sake?
Yes, let's go with that. Because oh god, mind you, this was an encounter for 8 people.
Yeah. Prize and corner.
So
I wouldn't do this, but
to
Bane would
to
totally do
put
this.
to put a fury to the test, how powerful is a god against a god compared to a bunch of very optimistic individuals? We shall go and figure it out now. Let's see.
Oh boy.
So, on this side, on the left side, the fight breaks out as both of them charge and you hear the clashing of metal. This individual, still squatting down and being very playful at you, all of a sudden proceeds to twirl his greatsword around like a stick. Its metallic edges twirling around his body and skin, and his body, like the blade passes through his body and does no harm to him. He flickers, he plays with it, and then he chucks the whole massive blade with this perfect horizontal swipe as it screams down you. Like, just basically goes directly at you. So, I would like you and Chadwick to roll me dexterity saving throw.
Sure thing. Luckily, we both have advantage for that. Let's see here. Need to actually look at my dex saves. Alright. That, if you would roll bot. Okay, that is mine. It's a 21.
Okay.
And Chadwick's is... I need to double check. I have his stats right in front of me. I just need to bring up this. His dex save? Oh, damn. He's a better dex save than I do. That's annoying. We're flexing. Alright.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
Chadwick just
Okay.
dances it off.
So, you have to decide left or right, because you control Chadwick. Which side you're gonna take? Left? Give me a second. You're gonna jump left or right?
Right.
Okay. So, as you can move yourself a bit here.
Yep.
As all of a sudden, you see as Chadwick jumps away, you basically see for a split second the blackish twirling blade wisp past you like a shadow. The wind catching you breathless, and you see in the blackish metal your eyes reflect upon it. Your raw fury. As the blade all of a sudden not hits the ground, not the wall, it starts spinning backwards as all of a sudden the creature poofs out of the shadow from nothing in front of you with a massive cleave for both of you. Let's see. I would like you to roll me a contested to hit.
It contested it to hit?
Yes.
I can't roll lower than that. He fails. As my contested to hit is a 52 plus 8.
Yes.
As Fair's might channels through me. My mastery of the hammer just...
So basically, you see this wide fucking blade swing, and you literally swing your hammer, and you literally lock just the hard hammer to the sharp blade. Sparks fly as you literally just pounds the blade backwards As it pounces the blade backwards, the blade rotates around him as he twirls on one leg and does another attack. Contested again.
He's charging up, boys. But he's gonna get nowhere.
And again, you deflect. And then the blade twirls back. Again. 1, 2, 3. And basically 180 around. He jumps, he somersaults backwards with the blade and tries to puncture you both.
That's cool.
Contested.
I say no.
Ooh. All of a sudden you hear cackling as now the creature stands at full height, just slightly below Chadwick's. This is gonna be fun. I've been stuck here for decades with nothing but that amateur. It's end of its turn. Chadwick, you're up.
Yeah. I'm up. Yeah, this is gonna be, okay. So, with that said, though, this is gonna be fun. As, let's see, how far away is our boy from, I need to double check something.
He's looking, oh.
Yes, one moment. Alright. This guy can throw his weapon and teleport, so distance doesn't matter too much here. So we're just gonna start our turn off by smacking him. I'm gonna start with my weapon.
Okay.
And, oh boy. As I'm going to... No need to, reckless this. I don't know what's going on yet. We'll wait. As that's a 57 to hit.
That misses.
Shit.
You swing
All right.
perfectly into his chest, and the whole hammer goes through as if a wind. He cackles with excitement. He wants this. He seeks this.
Alright then. As his eyes flare up with anger and a bit of recklessness. Reckless attack for the following ones. As I make another attack. Alright, that's a 60.
There you go. 60!
Honk.
It misses. Again.
Alright.
Does Chadwick have anything?
Chadwick has plenty of things, but I want to quickly... Can I insight? Is he not corporeal?
Roll me an insight with disadvantage.
Got it. It's mid-fight, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright. No, excuse me. Oh, I forgot to put the one there. One moment. Alright,
Oh,
that's
you
a 10
have
insight.
no clue what. You're not hitting him. You're not hitting. You're basically not hitting each other. That's good enough for you.
Yeah, with that said, alright, if that's the case, then, ooh, this is a tough nut to crack. I'm not sure what, gonna have to play a little games here. As Chadwick is going to be, for the moment, disengaging. And we are going to move. Let's see. How close do I need to get this guy in my range? I need to get here. Alright.
What are you doing?
I am going going a little about right here. Into range about 60 feet of him.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to bonus action Zealous Presence. as I yell out a thunderous roar. That he now gets advantage on all of his attacks and saving throws until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so can you move
And
yourself?
so does Chadwick and myself. Yeah. And then we dance along and we go. We got about 50 feet of movement left. Actually, no, we got much more than that. Sorry, we got 60. So we are now about right here.
Okay, yep.
And yep.
So top of the round, or I guess the end of the round, as these two
And
things.
So Chadwick does have a bonus action, which he'll be using to cast Sanctuary on me for the moment. That's it.
So
Turn it over.
let me just quickly roll 2. Britta's like, man, this ring is fucking awful. Oh god. Oh god. So
Remember, our boy has advantage.
no, I know. Don't believe me. You don't want to see what they roll. I'm just gonna roll a d20 because that's just gonna. They're basically equally matched, so it's basically easy
Kind
enough
of like
to.
rolling with like 100
Yes.
demodifiers.
No. But they basically go just crash into each other with their blades, and there's this thunderous blast of crackling, sparks shine until you see Agathor just kind of punch his combatant in the face, and all of a sudden tries to land like a clean blow across the neck, just down the middle, until the opponent basically grabs her blade and essentially parries with the blunt end of the blade, and now they're in this locked in combat. Now it is this creature as it screams out, "Where you going? Is it not too honorable to run away?" It all of a sudden just looks to you and just starts casually walking step by step, and about 15 feet he just kind of lunges for you. I would like you to make me a contested to hit.
I have a feeling these are just gonna get higher and higher until he lands a hit. Alright.
Okay. You deflect once, and basically the same dance begins as almost like your deflection is the way to move him like the wind with his blade to basically counterattack. Roll me again. Ooh.
So yeah, I'm just checking up on something. With that said, he's
And then one final swirl, basically
Alright.
in the middle, and he tries to puncture you again.
ooh.
Ooh. You swing. And now I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, as all of a sudden, out of frustration, it opens up what seems to be, for a few moments you thought it was his mouth or mask on the shadow, but he just unhinges his jaw, and this blackish wind blows at your face.
Ooh, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, you
Because,
should.
Barbarian Rage ability, and 23 is much better than in that one.
What about for
Chadwick? Good
Chadwick,
question.
yes.
Yeah, I can do that for him real quick. Like, let's see. I need to copy paste. Oh, 31. He's doing fine over there.
The sensation of death comes from his mouth. It's stinging, it's cold, it's suffocating, but you shake it off as its playfulness and its. You realize something. Can you roll me an insight check?
Sure thing. 17.
You realize something. For a split second, his power increases, his swings are becoming wider. he seems to be more present, more physical, and you realize maybe when he becomes stronger, he becomes weaker as a counteraction.
Oh, so as he gets stronger, the more physically present he is, and therefore the easier I can hit him. Okay, that's a fun mechanic. I'm gonna give props to. All right, does that mean it's our turn now?
Yes, it is your turn. It basically tried to swing at you.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple swings at him, as I'm no longer giving him the time of day here. My eyes flurry with rage, and that's a 69.
That hits. Roll damage.
All right,
Nice.
let's see, and we are using third level spell slot Smite. We use Smite thing. Is he undead?
He is not undead.
Oh, he isn't. All right, is he
Yeah.
a feat? I think
He's
check
not
the
a
paladin
fiend.
Smite extra damage.
He's not a
Alright
fiend as
then.
well. Yeah.
No extra smite damage.
I know.
Just
it's
my
awful.
normal extra. Just my normal extra smite damage.
mean, you
let's
have
see, my
plus-
divine fury is added. Sorry, there's a lot of dice to roll here, believe it or not. Yeah, and then lastly, don't worry, I'll copy this so I don't have to do this part again. Then actually the dice. All right, yep, that's 95 damage.
Jesus
As
Christ.
I plunge it into.
Okay, can you roll me intelligence saving throw as all of a sudden as you hit it, something vibrates within its membrane and it shakes through your hammer and through your skin and you feel your mind shudder. Ooh. Give me a
17.
second. I'm just gonna roll his damage. You take 16 cold damage.
I don't know. I don't want to know what the after effect on that is. All right. We have a mission to fulfill though, and I have another attack.
Yeah.
I'm not letting him get away with this. 69 again. The funny number continues.
Yeah. Yeah. That hits.
All right, boys. As we are at, I need to copy this in quotes. One moment. We're getting rid of you. And now we just clip you off. Sorry. And we are good to go. We're gonna code this for later. That's 70 damage.
Okay. Let's see, 77.
77.
Roll me another intelligence saving throw.
Brother, these are brutal. I'm so glad I'm a paladin.
Yeah.
That is a 22.
Okay, you take 15 points of cold damage as another thing, and it digs deeper. You realize every
Ooh,
single
yeah,
time
it's multiplying damage. Look at my
Okay.
HP, Rexus.
Yeah, wait, how much HP do you have at the moment?
If I did that last number right, it's like what, 469? It might be slightly off there, but let's see. I'll open up.
I think it is, yeah.
That's a lot of 69.
Yeah, 69. Yeah, 69. 469. Ooh, fuck. And the worst part is it's not even hitting you. It's just the passive cold damage that he.
Yeah. And actually, by the way, as he does that to me and hits me twice with those effects, right?
Huh?
I believe Chadwick has an ability to hurt people for hurting me, doesn't he?
Oh god, you should.
This is gonna cycle. However, I don't think it qualifies as an actual attack. Let's see.
No, it's not an attack. It's basically a hit. It does not attack
see,
you.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that does not count. He is clear from that effect right now.
And with Chadwick's turn, what Chadwick would like to do?
I don't think Chadwick can physically hit him right now. So
Would you like?
So Yeah, so with that said, Chadwick's going to... Sorry. Chadwick is going to, disengage again. We're gonna play dance until I know he's within hitting range of Chadwick. This time, though, we can basically get to the, opposite location of wherever we want.
So top of
So
the
we are
round,
going
let's
to
see.
pass
Let's
there.
see. Let's see.
Yep.
D20.
And Sanctuary's back on me. I forgot to do that. That's my fault.
Oh my god.
Are neck and neck.
They are literally just looking eye to eye. You literally you feel like it's not a fucking commander but a fucking metal working factory, as there's just sparks flying between two suits of armor. You're like, you know what? Family disputes, lovers quarrel, whatever. I'm not gonna be here. All of a sudden, it is this boy's turn as he whistles at you and looks and says, "Hey, why are you running away? Do you fear me? Good."
He's happy about this.
It will like to casually approach again. Just take steps. But then, as he starts taking steps, 2 steps in, he blinks here, he blinks here, he blinks here, and he charges again.
Enemy stance.
Yes.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save throw?
Yes, before you.
What's the
attack.
DC?
He has to beat 20, I think. Might be higher. 20.
26.
Alright, he beats it. He can make the attack now.
Okay, so attack number 1. Contested check 8. Second attack, contested check.
Make another wisdom save.
Yeah, give me a second. 20 plus. Still.
He
Okay.
passes. Makes the attack.
Oh boy. Contested. Ooh. And then.
Let him lose.
Oh god. 2 more.
Yep.
So bounce. 61. Ooh.
Oh, but you have to make another saving throw. before
Oh
you
yeah,
make that
give me a
attack.
second. Let's see. 20 plus 28. Oh
If it
god.
makes And that
Ooh.
attack land. Wait, no, it doesn't land. No.
It does not land.
Switch.
And then the final skewer attack, the big one. Oh no.
Another
60.
another wisdom saving throw, please, before that.
Yeah, no, just. 18.
It does not. That attack never happened.
Oh.
He stops mid-attack.
He jumps. He jumps, and all of a sudden, there's just something just pushes him away, tosses him out of concentration. He snarls at you of anger, but then he smiles with confidence. And just bellows out, "Rat in the corner, are you?"
Smiles back at him. Wouldn't be any fun if it was all that simple.
Okay.
Alright. As we go in, and this time, we as we bounce back, we charge him for a swing attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Alright, and it's... Alright. Here. That's not 20!
Can you roll me a 4d100?
What's wrong? What did you do to this weapon? Alright, that's actually above average.
Oh god. Somewhere out there, as you swing and you hear this very satisfying thud and a crack, what seems to be bone, you feel a red orc somewhere in the material plane seemingly very pleased about himself all of a sudden. You don't sense it, you feel it, you almost can imagine it. This is the weird feeling that you never felt before. You feel closer to divine, maybe because you are slowly becoming the divine. Roll damage, my good people.
I can, and this is So I do have brutal critical, so we have to add a couple extra things to this. Right. We're just doubling what I roll, right?
Yes. Well, no, well, the end result is doubled.
Yeah, that's what I meant. With that and sorry, it's wrong page. Critical. And an extra. Alright. As I do.
Oh my god, give me a second. I need to whip out a calculator.
174.
Give me a second. Oh my god. 87. Oh my god. Yeah, you know it's fucking a big battle when I need to like pull out a calculator for it. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Not wisdom. Intelligence saving throw. As you will get dealt 52 cold damage if you successfully fail.
Alright, let's roll that. 7 plus 8. That is a 22.
Okay, you take 26 cold damage, and I assume you want to hit again.
I do. Let's just take that off my HP pool. This battle's intense. As I go for another attack.
It does hit.
66. Okay, alright. Oh, actually, I need to roll one more for a moment, just to make sure it's not critical. Okay, yeah. Anyways, damage. As I can actually just strip you now. We moved down to you. Alright, that's 72 damage.
Okay, another, intelligence saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm getting killed, but yes, sir. Okay, 26.
23.
A second. 26, so that's...
Also, how's he looking? Because he's about to really start hurting mage people.
26. Hold up. 26 is 43. Yes?
I'm stupid. I'm raging. I forgot to cut the damage in half.
Are you from cold?
Oh, wait, yeah, barbarians are slashing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah,
physical,
yeah.
not cold.
Physical.
Thank you. You got me there.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
roll.
only if it was totem.
Yeah,
Their totem.
Okay, 55, so that would be 22. So another 22. Oh god. Man, I really wish I really wish that ooh, anyway. Yeah.
I'm in pain.
You're
by the
in
way.
pain. Your mind seems to be dimming. You do not like the sensation you're feeling. You feel like you're having you feel like you went outside from like having a fever and now you're stuck in a winter's blizzard. You do not feel too good about yourself. Chadwick's turn. Is Chadwick gonna do anything?
Yeah, since this is, let's see. I have no idea what it takes to hit him right now, but we're gonna double check Chadwick's to hit. We're gonna see if I feel like he can actually pull this off real quick. Not quite there, Chadwick. He will be one day, though. Trust me, bro.
I mean, you could try to hit him because you never know. It's easy to see.
True. But while I would like to do that real quick, I'll wait next turn, because this turn, what I know what will work is that he touches my knees, and I get 50 HP back. As Healing Hands pops off.
Okay, 71. I like the fact you're like, oh yeah, I'm dying. No, you literally are not even 20% down.
I am a tough motherfucker.
Okay, let's
with
see.
With that said, though,
yeah.
and bonus action, cast Sanctuary.
Okay, let's see. D20 versus D20. Ooh.
Dang, they're rolled so high.
Huh?
No, like they're like the dice. They've got 19s, 19s.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are literally just having a one-on-one that is like balanced, right?
Yeah, it's like
They're literally.
I need to hurry up
Yeah.
before the other one finishes.
The
left with
creature's turn now.
two.
As he smiles and cackles and says, "There you go, so close, so present, so feeble." Okay, it's gonna do again the multi-attack.
Saving throw?
Oh my god, let's see, 14. Let's see, how does it? Oh god, 23.
Yeah, that passes.
Okay, oh boy. I just need to double check which number we are. We are at 52! Oh no, my boy! 68 contested attack.
Alright, boys. This is not good for me. It's not enough!
Okay, swing one, second swing. Oh god.
This is gonna start hurting really bad.
Oh yeah,
really
yeah,
soon.
okay. Again, this 30 he passes. Oh,
Passes
God.
easily.
20, 56.
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay, at this point, there are white singe markings on your hammer. There are cracks and dents upon it. This hammer.
Question, Araxis.
Yes.
Do these hits? Does this count as hits for the term of my weapon, Wackus Bonkus?
It does. Yes.
All right then.
Yes, but also you realize that your weapon is slowly but surely getting scratched and is actually, unironically, will start to break if it continues like that. The amount of
Alright.
force this thing exudes. Okay. Its third attack. Oh my god, I fucking feel bad for you. Oh my god, it's 20 plus 60.
Oh no!
I don't think you're gonna.
I hate to tell you, but I cannot make that. He hits me.
Try. There's one way you can save this.
All right, nap 20, Boro. Let's go for it.
Oh!
It's good, but it isn't good enough.
Ah! As the
As he
thing swings, your hammer cracks a bit as all of a sudden your fingers cave in from the edges of the blade as you feel something tug. Oh boy, can you roll me strength saving throw?
One moment, I need to scroll up to something. I'm looking for. Where are you? I am sorry, I'm looking for an item description. Ah, here it is. You just don't have it.
Oh my god, 1, 2, D2. Oh my god, fuck me. 1, 2, D.
As he does this though,
Yeah?
my shield lights up. If he's going to hit me, then I have a right to roll a d6 here.
Yes, I know.
If I get a 2 or 5, it goes right back to him.
Oh god, the shield!
Oh, wait. Yes, the shield activates. It's deflected.
Yeah, you deflected.
Can he eat that instead?
Can he eat that instead? Oh god. Was it like a 6 that you need? Oh wait, no, you had it.
I believe 2 to 5 allows me to deflect it.
Yeah.
However, a 6 allows me to hit any creature within 30 feet, so I can choose which hits instead of just deflecting
Yeah,
it.
but you roll a 2, so that means you just deflect. You don't rebalance the damage.
Okay.
You.
Yeah, it bounces off.
Your shield. Who takes the first blunt, and there's literally any marking, any like imperfection, anything gets fucking blasted away as your entire shield front just becomes hot with heat. Ooh, You know what's the worst part? There's a fourth attack after this.
Make
So-
a saving throw.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, and he passes that saving throw.
Oh boy. 64. My boy.
My boy.
Oh.
I cannot make that, but we're going to shoot for the nat 20 because... Alright, that's not a nat 20. That hits me.
Oh my god. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This is the third round, right?
I believe this is third or fourth.
Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, 16D. Oh god. 16D tens plus 64. You take 157 divine damage as the blade connects.
That's a lot.
Strength saving throw, by the way.
Yeah, one moment. I'm just doing the damage calculations on my,
How much HP you have after this?
yeah. I have 314.
300. Oh god.
I cannot survive a flurry of these attacks. This is gonna get sketchy real fast.
I know.
Let's see. With that said, though, alright, so he hits me with and a strength saving throw. That I can do for you. As you think you can pass by Trudmore's strength, I say
He literally, basically with his blade, he cuts you. His blade goes through your flesh, and then he kind of impales your arm, tries to throw you out of the mount, but you literally grab the blade out, just pull it out before he does the full motion. Oh, can you roll me a D100?
yes, I can. Ooh,
Another one.
another one.
Another one.
Gods, please shine mercy on me. All right.
Oh no, that's 28.
Oh, sorry,
That's
you
enough.
said another
It's-
one twice. I thought.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Give me a second. Oh god. As soon as you've thrown out the blade and you breathe that you are still alive, a tremor runs down your hand as all of a sudden you hear a sound of a crack. You look at your fingers and you think maybe something broke, your bones maybe, and you look at the ring that was given to you by the second village and breaks.
Hmm.
But as soon as that happens, behind a sudden
Okay, maybe
manifestation of a familiar shadow manifests as you see the sharp scimitar lunge into its back, as all of a sudden the combat you were facing gasps for air and says, "You." The familiar shadow says, "This is for everything you did against us, traitor." So, Beef. Theron, you have advantage on your next hits as it's your turn now.
I will say this. Also, I want to clarify that this guy takes for hitting me, just for hitting me, he takes some radiant damage.
How much?
I believe he takes around about like 20 damage. If I was, Just for
What do you
hitting
mean
me.
about 20?
I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't actually. Wait, I do have it here. Sorry. Let me double check this. I can actually check this now that I have his stuff in my DMs. He didn't send it, but I can do the math. I have all the numbers I need. He has 5+ charisma. Perfect. Right. Radiant Hide is Paladin level plus spellcast modifier. The Chadwick is level. Is he level 11 or 12?
English should be 12.
Got it. So 17 exactly. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. It's 5 plus his level because the spell modifier is 5.
Okay, so how
he
much?
takes-
20?
Yeah. It's 17. To be
17.
exact.
17. Okay, let's go. So it's your turn.
Right. And now that it is my turn,
You have it with advantage to hit.
what does that mean he has disadvantage on his saving throws?
No.
Oh,
He's just preoccupied as somebody, shanked him.
got it. We're gonna, and I think Chadwick's gonna be joining in on us this fight. All right, that's 1, and that is 20.
Oh boy. Roll me a 4100.
And it, by the way, just asking here, is it okay if that's my wackest bonkers hit? That my that now that I have access to that?
Do you have the stacks for it?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you can. Oh, here it
Oh,
comes. That's
here
the
it comes.
fucking-
This hand was going to break, by the way, after that.
It actually
alright.
might.
I'm gonna hit like one, you hear a crack, and then the wackest bonkers hit is going to shatter this hammer into pieces. Oh, goodness. Alright. I'm gonna quote this again so I can... We're throwing this back so far now. Alright.
Oh boy.
Alright, so the first hit is... Yes. Plus 5. And then the wackest bonkers hit. So the first hit, 9. The wackest bonkers hit is now coming in full force. It's...
Oh god, is he
We
gonna
are going
take
to
it?
pour it.
Oh god. Okay.
Please don't. Crap, I don't have the wackest bonkers right next to me. Come on, why is it in notes? I should be right. I have a section called important notes and I didn't put my weapon in there. The absolute hell is wrong with me. Apologies.
Yeah, come on. Brenda's like, pickle juice. Oh.
Ah, I found it. Okay, I did store it. I just have a separate section for this weapon. Alright, that's 12d6 damage. Let's go. So we are going to add that onto the pile. And would our... Actually... Would our friend mind taking 234 damage?
Wait, so this was the second. Wait.
Wackest Bonkus, yes, this is a Wackest Bonkus critical hit. This is everything. As I'm pretty sure the hammer is going to break after this hit.
Oh my god. Can you roll me? Wait. So the first attack is just you attack.
Yeah, the first attack is the 92. The second attack, which is the Wackest Bonkus attack, that's 234.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, because you rolled twice in a row. Oh my god, hold up. Oh god, wait a minute, I need to look at my... Oh no! Yeah, can you roll
Also-
me a D4?
Yes, I can. Also, one thing, if he's below 75 HP, he falls unconscious.
I know.
That's...
He's not. But as soon as you bang him once and twice, your entire hand starts to hurt as you see the white cracks begin to splinter into the hammer. It is damaged. Your Wackest Bonkus is damaged, and you think any moment, more pressure, it is literally rolling the dice if it's gonna survive or not.
I'm going to yell out, proclaim to the Rog God here. Is this all your weapon can handle?
You motherfucker, I'll kill you!
Can you roll me 100?
96!
You hear a smack of a lip in your head. Excuse me, what? Did you say about hammer?
Mid-fight!
It's not broken yet. You should have taken care of it more.
Like just fighting, arguing with a god mid-fight.
Okay. Now back to the other group of people.
Rod is now officially watching this fight.
Oh my god.
Please tell me the girl was first.
The girl was first.
Let's go!
All of a sudden, the stalemate of blades ends as all of a sudden Agator just gonna punch us again with his gauntlets into the face, repositions his blade, and almost like a makeshift saw, he just lunges with the blade's edge down on the armor, basically trying to sever the head from the throat. The female combatant drops its greatsword and tries to wrestle out of the grasp. That's the end.
I would like to,
Huh?
I would like to mention that Chadwick has not attacked yet.
Oh, is he gonna try to attack it now?
He is. He doesn't have a great modifier, but it's a modifier. And I've bulked him up a bit, so we're gonna 31.
That's a hit.
And 31.
Oh my god, both hits.
We got the advantage. It gave me the confidence. As I have a feeling he isn't going to hold back one bit. As he goes for an unleashed
like,
crit.
Yeah, he said, "You are my friends. Get the fuck out of here."
Because if you think I did a lot of damage, an angry
An angry Haunts is about to attack.
I use so many damage dice. Oh, that's right. That's so broken. All right, 1 second. I'm writing out the damage dice. I forgot how his weapon worked, and then I realized it works rather angry.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I do like the fact that this literally tests my theory that at level 20 you can make the most badass fucking. You know what? I assume TM a level 20 campaign only. That's gonna be fucking beefed up.
As Chadwick goes in for the first damage of 96,
Oh,
as he treads into him.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, I did that. I'm sorry. That's 41 D2 instead of 4 D12. Hold up. Let's fix
Yeah,
that.
I know. Just a lot of ones and twos.
All the ones and twos, right? Sorry. Instead, he does 34 damage, and then 72 damage. so
Yeah,
that's
give me a
146.
second. 74, 72. Oh my god. As he swipes twice, the creature falls on its knees, all of a sudden, out of any strength to fight, and just looks at you, both of you reeling, with bitterness in his eyes and his mouth. Do you expect me to kneel and ask for forgiveness? You're no good mongrels will deserve a better fate in hell.
I'll see you there, I guess. As I'm guessing he's not putting up any fight, as we can finish him off here.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh,
The
no.
reason that you have this boy now. Oh yeah. So to recount what happened here, basically, this lady right here is not exactly winning the fight anymore, as her head might be chopped off very quickly. Kill steal, as this motherfucker has the blade still in his side, and also just it pulls the blade upwards, and also just you hear this solid rip as the creature in front of you tries to grip its blade and do something, and it falls to the ground as the shadow disappears, including with the one that was stabbing. The ring is gone. The only thing that remains here is the sword, the great sword. You see its blackened blade, it's blackened metal. The gaze, it stares at you. Now you're left with this conundrum. What you gonna do?
This lady, is she really just about to die? Because I'm gonna, time for a drive-by, if you will. Yes, we can.
Right by.
As you just hear, as gallops at my.
Give me a second. I know exactly the meme to use. Give me a second. There you go. This is you.
Literally.
Okay, what you gonna do? You're literally seeing this fucking two black metal clad individuals, one greatsword chucked to the side while one on the ground is basically trying to not get its head lopped off, while the other is using just his own greatsword as a makeshift guillotine. What would you like to do?
Right. I'm going to make sure this is a proper beheading. As Chadwick throws me, and I am going to tackle this person to the ground so that so our knight here can behead cleanly.
You're gonna do what
In
now?
essence, I am going to tackle the girl to the ground so the guy can get a
the
clean
girl
beheading.
is on the ground. She is on her back. She dropped her greatsword and she's basically struggling to keep the greatsword from Agater basically decapitating her, as Agater is on top of her with the fucking greatsword, trying to literally be a makeshift guillotine by pressing in.
Alright,
Yeah.
then I am going to... Yeah, no, then actually, I'm just gonna get tossed over here and just yank her arm out from under her, forcing the blade down. Can I make a strength?
Yes.
Is this athletics or strength?
Just strength. Oh, actually, athletics and then strength.
Both? Hold up. Alright, oh wait, no.
Just
okay,
to
wait,
land and then just to pull. Let's see.
Yeah, it won't be a problem. That's a, 34
you
on
make the
athletics.
landing as all of a sudden you see through the darkened helmet. It turns a bit to you as you just grab its hand and just pull it to the side. So, I guess I get to do how you gotta do this. As
Yes, you do.
you pull the hand away, and all of a sudden one side of the blade literally impresses and just fucking rends the ground in, as you see almost half of the neck of this lady is now in the blade, and all of a sudden the blood starts to leak out. Out of panic, she tries to do something with her right hand, and by letting go of the blade, Agathor just basically fully submerges the side of the blade into her throat, and with a swift thud, the whole head just goes off her shoulders and just rolls. There is thick black blood spilling out for a few seconds before the entire body turns into shadow and dissipates, but the helmet remains. Combat is over. And power has been achieved.
Bloody hell. By the way, just like for the folks at home, they don't get all the fancy dancy dice numbers. That guy needed 2 attacks to kill me. There was more than a 90% chance he would have landed at least 2 attacks. If I had not killed that boss that turn, I was dead.
Okay.
Just to bring clarity to the situation.
Okay.
That's the second time that is the case.
I mean, the difference between life and death is always between a single dice roll. Always, you need to remember that.
Bruh.
Give me a second. I need to find the music that I played previously. So, the creatures are gone. There were in total, at the beginning, 3 shades, 1 that was allied with you, 2 opponents. There was 1 additional shade from the ring. And now there's only you and your ally. As you realize, the body of this individual just gets disintegrated. The helmet is still there. The head inside the helmet vanishes into smoke and nothingness as well. As Agathor stands up, breathing heavily.
Oh, that was close. Oh. Well, Chugma would be proud. Hopefully Tarumak as well.
You serve the 7 vigilant. Does he have more of you?
Yeah. I'm somewhat of the combat specialist, but there's plenty more of me around. And they're working their hardest.
He handpicked champions that could handle this. He takes a deep breath, just looking at what remains of the helmet, the few black blood splatters on the ground. Oh. My vigilance. My shame is over. All of a sudden looks at you. This vault held several plates of the vigilance, including of your master. He all of a sudden takes a knee down, fully exhausted, and almost in a mere moments, what seems to be decades of exhaustion washes through him, as he seems to be visibly, virtually losing strength by each passing breath. I leave the mortal coil. I leave my arm to you, for you are the deserving ones in this case, and I'll travel to Pharasma and seek her forgiveness. The kneeling position is still there, but there's this sensation as almost a gasp exits out through the armor. It now feels less of a living creature inhabited there, but now nothing more but a very heavy metallic statue in front of you. As the last shade vanishes, the vault reveals itself to be larger. The torches flicker up back, but no longer greenish fire, but normal orange and red. You see before you a massive underground chamber, almost an additional hall, with several sections almost like altars. Some have pieces of armor, weapons, and whatnot. Some are missing entirely. And there is numbers on each one of them. You realize that you found the Vault of the Vigilance. As you can see that the number 7 has the portrait of a very young and ambitious Tarumak, smiling but mischievous and prideful. You're still there. You're still standing where you are, but you just observe as far as you can see. This is about 600 feet long and about 300 feet wide chamber. You did it, Theron.
I'm alive.
Theron.
Yeah.
You know, from this day onward, whoever will claim you in your death, they will have to honor you. Doesn't matter, mortal, abyssal, demonic, or any other extraordinary, that you in fact fulfilled your calling, your oath to the fullest, and nobody can break it. Nobody can discourage it. Nobody can put any doubt in your achievement. So, my good sir, you
Yes.
have achieved 2 things. Technically, Chadwick is Mythic level 2.
Cool.
And Terran, you're officially now the Paragon of the Oath.
I mean,
It's a simple feature that essentially tells you, doesn't matter what action you do from now on forward, you can never break the oath that you swore.
oh, okay, I get it.
Yes. So, with that being said, fighting off a vault with some eldritch things as a 1v1 encounter is extremely dangerous, but I guess it is fun.
Switch nervously.
Yeah. So, I think with that, we're gonna call it.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I say that's about right.
Painful, isn't it?
Smite.
And I was here too.
I was here too. Sorry.
Don't worry.
Mike,
Smite.
Mike.
Smite.
What?
Smite.
What were you saying?
It's fine. It's fine.
Smite, smite.
Smite,
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 smite, smite, smite, smite, smite, smite, smite, smite, smite,